The leader of the Northeast Students Organization, Samuel Jirwa, said that the incident in Oting in the Mon district of Nagaland is no longer an unusual incident of the Indian Armed Forces arbitrariness as suppression by force and might of the central government by utilizing the armed forces has been happening from time to time.
Assembled here today to express in strongest terms our protests against the security forces who on that fateful night, fateful day on the 4th of December have perpetrated a heinous crime, a barbaric act towards the villagers of Oting in the Mon district of Nagaland, which resulted to the death of 14 villagers and injuries to many others. Well, brothers and sisters, this is not a one-off incident that happened in Nagaland. This particular incident has brought back bitter memories of the past, where villagers in Manipur, in Nagaland, have suffered this same fate, where the army personnel, the security forces, they'll just come and swoop down on a village and kill the men folk, rape the women folk, and torture the innocent villagers for days on end. This has been happening since 1950s till today. The security forces in the whole of the northeastern region have been committing these crimes from time to time. We have seen the operations in the state of Assam. We have seen the suppression, the oppression by the armed forces in the state of Tripura. And also, we must have heard about the bombing in Aizawl, in Mizoram in 1966 by the Air Force of the Indian Armed Forces. Well, brothers and sisters, we used to wonder why this is happening in the northeastern states of India. Is it because of the factors that the government of India portrays, the mindset and attitude of the government of India that they have towards the people of the northeastern region? Is it because that we are different in looks and features? We eat differently, our language is different, our culture is different. Further been emboldened by the imposition of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958. This act, my brothers and sisters, we should know that this was not an Indian act created by the Parliament of India. This AFSPA was imposed first by the colonial rulers of the time, the British, in August of 1942 to suppress the Quit India movement. And after India attained its independence, in which the people of Northeast have also fought for the independence from the British, that very same government, after having attained its independence, is imposing the same law, the same colonial law upon its own people. This only reflects the mindset and attitude that the government of India has towards the people of the northeastern region. Neso has been demanding for the repeal of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, along with so many other organizations, so many civil societies have been demanding for the repeal of this act. But the government of India, instead of repealing this act, has turned a deaf ear to this demand, and instead it continued with the imposition of this draconian law. And I think a time has come where we should call upon the government of India that if it thinks that Northeast is still part of India, that its first step, it should be to repeal this AFSPA from the whole of the northeastern region. We also gathered here today to express our solidarity with our brothers in Nagaland, especially the Mon district of Nagaland, of the pain and suffering that they are enduring because of this barbaric act combated by the trigger-happy security forces of that area. Neso is organizing this protest in the whole of the northeastern region, in the different states, in all the states of northeastern region, the state capital, and also here in Meghalaya, also in Tura, in Nagaru Hills district, to express our resentment, our protest against the government of India, the armed forces, and also to show our solidarity with the people in Nagaland. If the people of Nagaland are suffering, the whole of northeastern region is also suffering. And this we have to stand united against any forces that are inimical to our interests. They'll try to divide us in order to weaken our resolve, not to weaken our fight. But we have to be aware of all these forces who are against the interests of the unity of the northeastern region. And once again, I call upon each and every one of us that we should stand united in our fight against this draconian law. And I call upon the respective state governments of each of the state of the northeastern region that they should pursue, should push the central government for the repeal of this draconian act from the whole of the northeastern region. And if the government of India does not listen to the voice of the people, it only shows two things: that it treats the northeastern region as a colony, not as a part of a nation or part of a country. And at the same time, it wants to impose this draconian law in order to suppress and oppress the voice of the people through military might. But this will have an after effect. It will further alienate the indigenous people of the northeastern region.